I actually filmed this exact video a few weeks ago, but I just wasn't happy with the result of it. So here we are, guys. If I actually edited this one, Ethan Baron V. Nasujiro. This is my sort of video on him where I explain what we know about him so far and why he is one of the coolest Gorosei. So, we start off with Ethan. By the way, major spoilers here. We see Ethan for the first time when they reveal the Gorosei nameless just as the five elders, and we could tell that we're going to be seeing our man Zoro at some point going against who we knew back then as Samurai Gandhi. Vinasajuro, throughout the time, has just given us little tidbits about One Piece lore throughout time. So after we see them then, and after they talk about the warlord system and how everything is bad, the next time we see them is at the Leveille or Reverie, where shit hits the fan at the Reverie. So at the Reverie, the Gorosei gather up in the room after meeting with Shanks. They gather up in the throne room in order to converse with Emu to see what light must be erased. Then we don't see much of what happens after the Reverie. I keep wanting to call it the Leveille because of the English dub, and I just watched the English dub again. I've watched both dubs, by the way. So, yeah. We see the events later. So, cut to Wano, Luffy versus Kaido. They're getting a hold of CP0, then they discuss what Luffy's fruit truly is, being the sun god Nika, and he explains about the devil's fruits having their own sort of free will. And he has revealed his sword a couple times for some reason, just to like temporarily unsheath it, not sure why. We always guessed that thing was the Sandai Kotetsu. If you look at that thing's scabbard, you could see that it's a Kotetsu guard. It's a guard. The guard is a Kotetsu guard. So, cut to Egghead now. Saturn's just having a rough time. Then we cut to the flashback during Egghead of what actually happened at the Reverie. We see all of them, including Ethan, silhouetted when Sabo just comes and tries to assassinate the Gorosei out of nowhere. The Gorosei, they're ready to fight back. Ethan was the one who gave the most chase. Then we cut to Egghead. Saturn's still struggling a bit, so he decides, I have to now. He summons the rest of the five elders. And there is Ethan in his majestic, the epic water horse. Not even water horse. The skeleton horse of doom. So here's where I get a little more or less kind of jotty around, because this is where Ethan really starts to shine. So, God of Finance, Ethan V. Nasujiro. Uh, as soon as he appears on the island as his giant horse form, he immediately goes to a hybrid form and starts attacking all the Pacifista Mark IIIs. And this man just starts clearing the Pacifistas like nothing. Like absolutely nothing. I'd say he is rather overpowered. He literally goes after every threat on the island that he deems as a threat and systematically eliminates one while the other four elders are doing whatever the hell they're supposed to be doing. Like Mars trying to locate where the snail is, Jupiter, Mercury, and Saturn trying to take care of some of the Straw Hats, particularly Rubber Boy, and a couple giants that appeared out of nowhere. So Ethan appears at the giants. He attempts to attack the giants. He gets deflected by Bonnie and the giants. And yeah. Then eventually Bonnie goes back to regular size after becoming a giant. Then Ethan disappears. Now, after his attack on the Elbaf ship, where he launched a slice at giant Bonnie, who just turned into regular Bonnie, and at the two giants, it literally just grazes the figurehead. This man cuts the bottom of Punk Records open and rains all the CP agents down onto Jupiter. Jupiter sucks them all up. Then Ethan, he just starts moving towards the Sunny at some point. Zoro and Jinbei see this figure, and they're like, what the hell is this figure? And it's just Ethan charging towards the Sunny. He goes, launches an attack at the Sunny, but Zoro deflects with two swords, and they both react and say Kotetsu in tandem. Then Ethan just gets blown away, and so does Zoro. I will say this about Zoro versus Ethan versus Sanji versus Ethan. Sanji versus Ethan, Sanji got stomped. I'm sorry. Dude did manage to kick Ethan, catch him off guard, but when Ethan actually had, like, time to fight against Sanji, he used a non-hockey regular bite on him. This man wasn't even using hockey on Sanji. However, Zoro, I can't wait to see this fight. I can't wait to see the fight between Zoro and Ethan. Let me know in the comments below how excited you are for the fight against Zoro versus Ethan. And what do you think would go on? Honestly, I can't wait to see what more this guy has in store, because I have a feeling that this is just the iceberg of the Gorosei and what they can do. Yeah. Well, this was the Samurai Gandhi v Nasujiro video. Hope you guys liked it. Comment and subscribe underneath it. Time to edit this shit.